Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Claire and I put out videos about luxury bags and accessories. So if that is your thing, please click on the subscribe button, hit the notification bell and you'll know when I upload a new video. Now my video today is going to be all about this bag, my matcha green Mamma Baguette. But before I come on to that, I'm just going to explain a couple of things to you. Obviously, if you're a subscriber, you know that I've been missing in action for quite a bit of September and October. I recently managed to put up my vlog video of when I went up to Fendi to see how Colibris were made. Obviously my favourite shoe ever, and I was invited to go and see how they were made. So if you haven't checked that vlog out, please go and watch that and I'll link it down below. I did go to that event a little while ago and then it took me quite a while to edit and get the video out. But that is the only video I've put out for quite a while. A couple of reasons. September and October were quite challenging months for our family. I'm not going to go into details, but there were some things going on. And then at the end of October, my husband and I went away and we had a lovely week away. We went on a cruise. But when we got back, we had a lot of work to do, a lot of work to catch up on. Because we'd had other things going on prior to going away, we were a bit behind with some of our deadlines and things. So the work has just sort of accumulated and we just needed to get straight back into work and meet our deadlines, etc. So it's meant that there's been very few hours in my day to be able to film and edit YouTube videos. And I said back in the summer I was struggling to film and edit videos and I was hoping to get back to more regular content. Well, it didn't happen, so I do apologise for that. You know, best laid plans and all of that. So I'm not going to say it this time. I'm not going to say I'm going to get back to regular content. I'm just going to try my best to film videos when I can and get them uploaded for you, because I have got quite a few that I need to film. Now there is one video I filmed that is related to my Paris trip that was obviously in August, so I know that's going to be a bit late coming out. I have filmed it, I have not had chance to edit it, and it does need a lot of editing because I did waffle on a bit in that video, but I need to edit it. I'm going to try very hard to get that edited and put that up as my next video. Hopefully the video will still be relatable even though it's a few months late, and again I do apologise for that, but I know it's a video I promised, so I still want to deliver it if I can. I also have a promised Paris related video that I said I was going to put up regarding why I didn't buy certain bags and luxury items that you saw me look at in my Paris vlogs. I would still like to film that video, but I thought what I'd do is film it as a wish list. I'd just film it as my current wish list. So any of the items that I did see in Paris that I didn't buy but have now gone on my wish list will feature in that video. And the items I looked at in Paris but are not on my wish list, I can explain why they're not on my wish list, why I didn't buy them in that video. So I thought that would be a good one to film because I haven't done an updated wish list video for ages and I have got a few things here and there on my wish list. So I'm going to try very hard to get that one filmed and uploaded for you as well. As I said, my husband and I went away for a week. Now we went on a cruise. We had an absolutely fabulous time. It really was the sort of the break, the time away that we desperately needed. So I was going to ask the question to my subscribers if you wanted to hear anything about that particular holiday, my experience cruising. It was my very first cruise, and I've probably got subscribers out there who have been on lots of cruises and are very experienced. For me it was my first one, but I did absolutely love it, and we have actually booked another one, so that was proof that we did really enjoy it. But yeah, if anybody wants me to share my experience of the particular cruise line that we went on and the type of cruise we had, then I'm happy to do that. I can do a video on that if people say they're interested. I didn't vlog on the cruise, a couple of reasons. I just wanted to enjoy my holiday. We were very exhausted and in desperate need of a break. I just wanted to go away and have that break and enjoy the time alone together with my husband, because we just hadn't had a lot of time together on our own in recent months. So just wanted to enjoy the experience. Didn't want to be worrying about having to take photos and videos of everything. There are obviously lots of other passengers and I didn't want to be inadvertently catching them in footage and then having to spend a lot of time blurring out faces, etc. Also there's a lot of crew, and it is usually the done thing on a cruise ship to ask the crew permission to film them if they are likely to feature in any of your footage. So, you know, I didn't want to do that because I wasn't going to be filming all the time or anything like that. I just took some photos here and there of our time in the ports, our stateroom, a couple of other things around the ship, views, etc. So I can share some of those when I talk about it. It was one of the cruise lines that still have a formal dress code in the evening and also do gala nights, and I did dress up every evening and we participated in one gala night. So I did put photographs of those outfits and my accessories, which were usually Fendi to be fair, on Instagram. So if you haven't checked out my Instagram, I'll pop my Instagram details on the screen and you can go and have a look at my Instagram account and you will see the outfits that I wore every night when we were away. But yeah, let me know if you're interested in hearing a little bit more about the cruise, obviously what we loved about it, why we've then gone and booked another one because we did love it so much, and our overall experience. Then let me know and I'm happy to do a little chatty video about that, perhaps inserting some of the photos that I took here and there. So on to the topic of today's video, and one of the reasons why I'm doing this video today is because back in March when I bought my Fendi Mamma Baguette, I did promise at some point this year I would do a review of this bag. The other reason I'm doing this video today is because of the company Zumoni, who you know that I have bought lots of my bag organisers with, are doing a Black Friday promotion and they've asked me to mention it in a video. Now this video is not sponsored by Zumoni, they haven't gifted me anything for this video. This is purely me mentioning this sale that they're having, and I'm going to show you some of the organisers that I have, most of which I have bought with my own money, so we'll have a look at those in a minute. But this bag now has an organiser, and when I first bought it I did say that I was hoping to get an organiser for it, and I do have one now because Zumoni have now made an organiser for this bag, so I thought it was a good time to review it because I can talk about the bag with the organiser in. So I bought this bag, as I say, back in March when Fendi re-released their Mamma Baguette style. Up until then you could buy the Mamma Baguette but only vintage. They didn't actually do a Mamma Baguette in the boutique. They re-released it, and the re-release initially came in a few different colours in this beautiful, very soft Napa leather. So this is the same Napa leather that they make the regular size embossed baguettes in, and the mini baguettes in the I've got my pink one here, this sort of embossed leather. This is Napa leather, but because of the embossing, although this does feel very soft, it is actually a bit stiffer than this. This is extremely soft because it is literally just smooth leather, there's no embossing on it. But yeah, they released it in a few different colours. One of the colours was matcha green, and I loved the style of the bag, and as soon as I saw they had released it in this colour, which is just a colour I love. I do love muted colours, I do love these soft colours, and I love green. I was absolutely sold, so I did decide to buy this bag. Now this particular one is sold out, I'm afraid. I think in true fashion I got the last one in Harrods. I don't know if it was the last one in London, but it was definitely the last one in Harrods. I bought it from my lovely sales associate Raf, and I know when I went to look at it, because what actually happened was I ordered it over the phone and paid for it, and then Raf kept it at the boutique, and I went up on the Saturday just to have a look at it and make sure I definitely wanted it, because I hadn't actually seen it in person. I'd only seen it on the website. So I saw it in person, and then I went home and then they had to post it out to me because it was a postal purchase, if that makes sense. I did have that opportunity to go and look at it first. Obviously if I hadn't have liked it I could have got a refund, but of course I loved it, I absolutely loved it, and I said yes, I want it. But as I say, when I went up, I know there was somebody else there at the boutique at the same time trying to buy this bag, and mine obviously was the last one. It had been sold, it was mine, and I'm sure had I turned it down and said no, I don't want it after all, this other person would have jumped on it because they were there trying to buy this bag. So back to the facts of this bag. Right, there isn't really an awful lot to it, to be honest. I'm going to talk about what it doesn't have. It doesn't have feet. When I open it up inside, I've got nothing in it at the moment. I've taken everything out. It is one great big pouch inside, one great big hole. There are no inside pockets whatsoever. There is no back pocket on this particular bag. There really isn't anything to it. It's just a very large pouch with a couple of shoulder straps. What it does have is obviously this drawstring, which is in a contrasting colour. Mine is in the sort of the taupey beige colour, and you can actually draw the bag up so that you've got that sort of concertinaed opening, and then obviously you've got the flap that will go over the front. But you can see as I'm handling it, it's so soft, it's so squishy. There really is absolutely nothing to it. It's just a great big pouch. It does obviously have the flap closure, and this is magnetic. It's covered in leather. It's not one of the kind of little press study ideas that the other baguettes have. So again, if I demonstrate on my pink mini baguette, you'll see this is a magnetic closure, but it has not exactly a press stud, but a closure where you've got a little round bit there that fits into the closure there, and you have to line it up to be able to close it. This one is just purely a little round pair of magnets, and they just kind of clip together. So sometimes I do miss when I close it, but most of the time the magnets find each other and it does close. The double F of the clasp, the logo there, is very subtle. Again, unlike the regular and mini baguettes, it's not the bright gold. It is gold edged, but it has the interior the same colour as the bag itself. What is a really good feature of this bag is the shoulder straps. You do have this longer shoulder strap, which you know, is just a shoulder or a top handle strap, and you do have the second shoulder strap, which actually is okay for crossbody to a point. I have worn this bag crossbody with this shoulder strap, and it is just about long enough to be comfortable crossbody, which is certainly different to the normal regular size baguettes, where there are a lot of complaints. I know people on YouTube have moaned a lot that the crossbody strap is just not long enough. Fun fact, if you saw my Fendi Colibris vlog that I just put up on YouTube, you will see that I tried on the new dark green regular or medium sized Napa leather baguette with the embossing, so the baguette that's like my blue baguette, and I tried that on in the dark green. The sales associate, when I tried it on, said to me that she thinks the strap, the crossbody strap, is a bit longer than usual, and I put it on and it definitely did sit lower on me. And when I came home, I tried my blue one on with the crossbody strap just to see, and the blue one does sit up quite high up here on me with that strap. The green one sat a little bit sort of around my waist hip area. I can pop a photo up so you can have a look, but you'll see that actually, yeah, so Fendi have actually made that crossbody strap just a little bit longer. Now it still won't be a great crossbody length for a lot of people, and I must admit it was better for me, but it still probably wouldn't have been my preferred way of wearing that bag with that strap. But yeah, that's just a little bit of information for you if you've been put off a Fendi baguette before because of the crossbody strap just not being long enough. It's not really a crossbody strap, it's a shoulder strap, to be honest, but they have lengthened that a little bit, and this one is a little bit longer as well. Again, I'll pop a photo of me wearing this crossbody with this strap, because, as I say, I do actually kind of find that I can wear this crossbody. If I stand up here, you can see it comes up a little bit higher than I'd like, but it is actually a lot more comfortable than, say, those other regular baguettes I've got with the shorter straps. So again, this strap has been made a little bit longer. My favourite way to wear it, to be honest, is as a top handle. I hold it like that, or I use this as a shoulder strap here and I put it on my shoulder like that. This is probably the #1 way I wear it, with this handle or holding it as a top handle. Now, these bits on here, these are just a couple of Etsy Labubu charms. They're not real Labubus, they're just little ones from Etsy, and I just stuck them on the side there. Now, both of these straps are removable. You can take off both the top handle and this crossbody strap. And again, if you've watched my channel, you'll know that I bought this back in the summer. And this is one of the Fendi guitar straps that is a lot longer as a crossbody strap and is adjustable. And I felt that it matched close enough to this bag. It's definitely got the matcha green in it. The leather at the end of the strap is a very close match for the leather there on the sort of pull tags, on the tassels, on these tassels here. Not an exact match, but it's very close, and I have worn this bag quite a bit with this strap as well. Again, I'll pop some photos up. I wore this strap when I was wandering around Paris, and wearing this crossbody because obviously I wanted to keep this close to my body and keep everything safe when I was wandering around Paris. So for versatility, I really do give this bag a 10 out of 10 because I've got different ways of wearing it, and if you buy the strap to go with it, it gives you yet another way of wearing it. Obviously I know that some people say, oh well, it's a lot of money, because these straps aren't cheap. I think this one was about £680, you know, and that adds quite a lot onto the cost of the bag. So I appreciate people say, oh, you shouldn't have to buy an extra strap with it, etc. In this instance with this bag, you don't really have to, because this strap, as I say, is a little bit longer in the first place, so you might be able to get away with this strap as a crossbody strap. I think it was worth me buying the extra strap, and you know, for me it just gives me an extra way of wearing this bag. Now you can see where I'm carrying it now, holding it now, it's so slouchy, it's totally fallen in on itself. Obviously because it is a big pouchy bag and very, very soft, it is extremely slouchy. Now I showed you the interior before. The interior is a beautiful suede, and it's a very nice sort of darkish green that, you know, tones well with the matcha leather. So the only thing on the inside is the Fendi tag that just says Fendi made in Italy, and it's got some numbers underneath. The rest of the bag is totally empty. Now you don't need to get an organiser with this bag, but I would strongly recommend it. When I first got this bag, I did put some things in it, and I knew that it would drive me absolutely mad without an organiser, because as soon as you put anything in it, being this slouchy nature, it just all falls to the very bottom, and then you're scrabbling around, you can't find anything. So I found it quite frustrating the first couple of times I tried to use it without an organiser, and I just couldn't find my stuff. It was really annoying. I love the slouch, I do love the slouch, but I felt I needed something to not take away too much from the slouch, but that actually gave me a little bit of organisation. Now obviously this was a brand new bag, so at the time there was nothing available. There were no organisers available. I did have a look at organisers I'd already got to see if anything fitted. There was nothing obviously that was a perfect fit, but I managed to find something that I could use temporarily. So I did ask Simone if they were going to be making an organiser for this bag, and they said that they would. And this is the organiser that they designed. Now this was not gifted to me. I actually purchased this with my own money. A couple of months ago I did a bit of a big order with Zumoni, and I ordered quite a few of their organisers, and this was one of them. Now this is the silky organiser, and this is in the cream. So at the moment Zumoni are doing a Black Friday promotion where they have 30% off their organisers and everything else they sell site-wide, and if you spend over $200 after your discount has come off, they will do free shipping. Now that is a really good deal. That is the best deal that they have ever done. It's the best sale they've ever done. Even I think when they've done occasionally here and there 30% off their organisers, they've never done free shipping before over a certain amount. So if you've been waiting to get all your organisers, it's a really good chance to now go and do an order, and if it's over $200 you will get free shipping. Now this one, as I say, is one of their silky range. Now up until now they've had the silky organisers available in black, cream, pink and brown. Now I do have one in brown. This is a regular size baguette one in brown. This is the one they did send me for a video a few months ago, so I do use this one in the brown. And I've also got one in the pink, which is in my sequin baguette at the moment. They've just released new colours in their silky range, and they're now also doing a neutral colour, a gold, a silver and a wine colour organiser. So you can get all the silky organisers in those colours, and again I'll put some pictures up from their website of these new colours. So they are included in the sale. Any silky organisers in the new colours are also included in the 30% off. Because the Mamma Baguette has got this very gorgeous suedette material inside, I just felt I wanted a nice luxurious organiser, so I decided to go for the silky one. So the design of this, it's got two pockets here on one side, and the other side it doesn't have a pocket, but what I found is it does just give that bit of organisation to the Mamma Baguette. So if I pop it in and show you, there it is inside. So it gives that organisation, but it doesn't really lose the slouch. As you can see, I've still got quite a bit of slouch there and a bit of softness in the bag. But I'm loving having a proper organizer that is actually designed for this bag in there. So as I say, if you have got this type of bag or any other bag that you need an organizer for, please check out Zumoni's website. I'm going to leave a link down below, and if you use my code, which is ClaireLouiseLuxe 2025, you will get the 30% off your order plus the free shipping if it's over $200. Now, as I say, I haven't been sponsored for this video, but the link I'm giving you and my code is an affiliate link, so I will earn a little bit of commission from them if you use that link to order from, as a way of them saying thank you to me for directing you to their website. The sale is running from now until the 1st of December, so you'll need to make sure you get your order in before the 1st to get all the discounts. So I've mentioned quite a few positives of this bag. It's a beautiful soft leather, it feels very luxurious, it's got a lovely soft interior, it's got this slightly longer crossbody strap, great handle here, very versatile, and another thing is you can fit a lot in it. It's quite big. It's certainly bigger than a regular size baguette, and you can fit quite a bit in it. Let me show you what I do actually put in here when I use this on a day-to-day basis. I've actually got my blue baguettes here. This is what I'm using at the moment, and it's quite full actually. I've got quite a lot in it. If I take my sunglasses out, which are at the top, yes, it is very cold here in the UK, but we are actually getting that cold sunshine sometimes in the mornings where you do actually still need sunglasses. But you can see everything in there is quite orderly packed, and that's how I like my bag to be. That's because the baguette here is a little bit smaller, obviously, and it all just fits in a nice orderly way. Because this is a wider bag, a little bit more slouchy, it doesn't all fit in there, you know, as orderly as I would like it. But the point is it fits, and that's what's important. So let's take out what I've got in my blue bag and pop it into here. So the first thing I've got is in the kind of little pockets, I've got a slim Chanel mirror, and I've got my little sort of mini hand sanitizer. So I usually put those into the 2 pockets there. I've got my clay, and I've got my portable charger. I'll put those in there as well. I've got some wipes and some tablets. I've got them in one side of the bag now. I've got pass for work, which is usually around my neck, but at the weekends I keep it in my handbag so I don't lose it. I've got some tissues. I've got some lip products and a perfume atomizer. I think I have a Louis Vuitton perfume in that at the moment. I've got some ibuprofen, and I've got, what else have I got? I've got a nail file and a comb, and I've got a L'Occitane hand cream. Now, you can see that's all kind of in there. I mean, I'm so pleased I've got the organizer, but as I say, because it's quite a big bag, that's it really. The only other thing I'd put in there is my sunglasses, and then probably my phone, but there's still a lot of room in there. You can still actually get quite a lot of extra stuff in there. But when you close it, what I do like about this bag is it still keeps its slouch. It's obviously got quite a bit in there. It's a bit heavier, but it still keeps that lovely slouch, even with the organizer in. So I've got a bit of organization, but I've still got the slouch. And I just love it on my arm like this with that slouch. So yeah, so that's what I'd normally put in this bag, and you know, that's how I would then take it to work, carry it to work. I think it looks great. I love the look of it. So on the whole, very positive. There is one negative, which is a little bit worrying. This is the main negative with this bag. Because this leather is so soft, I have noticed already, only since March, and I have used it a little bit. I mean, I've used it, I used it quite a bit in the summer, and I'm still using it now even in the winter, but I have noticed corner wear. It has got these corners here, and this leather is very, very soft, as I said, and it has resulted in some corner wear. Now I'm going to get as close to the camera as I can, see if that gets into focus. You might be able to see just a tiny little bit of corner wear. The corner looks a slightly different colour. That is normal. That's not what I'm talking about. That's where it is, the leather is stretched over, and it does mean the corner, actually with sort of light bouncing off of it, does look a slightly different colour. When you do actually look really closely, and I'll try with the other corner as well, see if I can get that to the camera too. I don't know if it's showing up, but there is a tiny, tiny little bit where the green leather has kind of worn away. So I'm not sure whether anything can be done about that. I don't know whether that's something that Fendi can spar or whatever. I very much doubt it. I thought I'd mention it to Raf when I see him next. But I think that is the problem with a bag like this that is such soft leather and has a very, very pointy corner. It's just general wear and tear. I've not knocked it against anything. Nothing has happened to it that would damage it. It is purely just from wearing the bag and using it. Now, it is one thing that has put me off getting the bag in a darker colour, because as I was wearing this bag a lot over the summer, I thought to myself, oh, I would really like to get this bag in a black, because they do the Mamma Baguette in a black. And I think if you've been with me a while, you'll know that I've been hankering after one of these regular size baguettes in the black, and I've been planning on getting one at some point. And I thought to myself, well, maybe I don't get the regular in the black, maybe I get my black bag from Fendi in the Mamma Baguette style, because I do like this way of wearing it, this handle and this slouchiness so much. But now I've noticed the corner wear, I'm a little bit concerned, because I'm thinking, A, if I get a black bag, I'm going to use it a lot because it is a black bag, and B, if it has the same sort of corner wear on it, will it show up more than on this? Obviously, the corner wear on this doesn't really notice or show very much. If I, put the bag here and you look at it from that distance, you can't see it at all. If I look at it just from here, I can't see that corner wear at all. I have to go really close up to be able to see it. But that's because the bag is such a light colour and it really doesn't notice. I'm a bit worried if I get the bag in black and there's corner wear on those black corners and the leather rubs off a little bit, what would the colour be underneath? Will it be more noticeable if that's the case? So I'm actually a little bit nervous about getting that bag in a darker colour, and thinking maybe I might stick to the original plan and get the medium-sized baguette in the black instead, which is what I was originally going to do. I don't know, you have maybe let me know in the comments what you think about that. Have any of you got this bag in a darker colour, and have you noticed anything like that at all, I wonder? But yeah, that is the only negative really. Everything else about this bag I find is very positive. I really do like it. I think it is a brilliant bag. It really does feel luxurious, this very soft leather. I love the fact that the strap is a little bit longer. I love this shoulder strap. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with it. I very rarely pull the drawstring together, but again, when I was in Paris, just to be on the safe side, when I was out and about with it, I did pull these up more than I usually do and have the flap over it, and I felt quite secure. So yeah. I think I've covered everything. I hope I have. As I say, this has become one of my most used bags this year. I've got a feeling, I've been trying to keep a tally of my bags, and I've got a feeling that's going to come out on top, either the most used or definitely in the top 3. Yeah, I can't think of many other bags that I've been using more than that. Spoiler alert for when I ever do that video, I think the other 2 that are going to be in the top 3 are these 2, because I've been using these 2 a lot. I've actually hardly worn any black bags this year. Actually, I've really been embracing the colour. I've used my Pochette Matisse in black and my Chanel 19 in black here and there, but the majority of bags I've used have been colour, have been the blue, the greens. I think I've used my burgundy Chanel one a few times, but it's definitely been the Fendis in the different colours. So yeah, Fendi is going to come out as my most used brand, and it's probably going to be these baguettes, the medium-sized baguette and the Mamma Baguette, that are the most used bags. But yeah, I am very much a baguette person. I love my Fendi baguettes. I was absolutely loving my regular size baguettes. I like my mini baguettes, and now I am definitely a big fan of the Mamma Baguette. So yeah, just my opinion, my thoughts about this bag, having used it now for about 8 or 9 months and have been using it quite consistently during that time. Very glad that I have now got a proper organizer for it, one that actually fits, and I'm very glad I went with the silky one from Zumoni. I do think that it's in keeping with the luxurious feel of this bag. So as I say, if you have got the bag and you need an organizer, please check out Zumoni's website and their sale, and I'll leave everything down below. So if you have enjoyed this video and if you have found my review useful, please give the video a thumbs up. Thank you everyone ever so much for watching. I really appreciate it as always, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks everyone, bye.